Home. Well, welcome to my home. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I am going to take you on a guided tour. I haven't shaved yet, and I really haven't had a shower yet. But that's okay. A guided tour of my garden, and it's going to be sort of difficult because I'm doing it on my webcam, on my computer. So I have to pick up my laptop and take it out the door. And so whether this works or not, I don't know. But here we go. First, I'm going to show you some seedlings that I've got happening in my lounge room. See, I don't have a lot of people come over or that sort of thing. So I raise my seedlings in my sort of lounge room type kitchen thing, you know. Anyway, here's some seedlings. I've got carrots, there's some beetroot, I don't know if you can see those, some more beetroot there, I've got lettuce and kale, there's some more beetroot, there's some perpetual spinach over there coming up. Okay, excuse the mess. Like I said, I don't have a lot of people over. I don't entertain people or anything like that. And we're coming out the back door. I hope you'll excuse the mess. And my garden's not neat. Okay, it's not a pretty garden, but it does provide me with food. Nutritious food. Organic nutritious food. Anyway, here's some of my beans. These are a purple bean, and if we go across here, I've got two more sorts over here. One's a butter bean. I don't know if we can zoom in. Here we go. Here we go. As you can see, that there's a sort of longish butter bean, and I don't know. Oh, and here's a green bean. There we go. Oh, oops, I think that's not the right angle. There we go. A green butter bean. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see what I'm doing. There's some of my potatoes. They're in bags. When the foliage dies off, that's when you pick them. But I did pick some early. Now I've got shitloads of tomatoes, and some of them are marked with their names and some of them are not, but I'm excited about this one. I don't know if you can see, I've got little tomatoes there. I bought these seeds from America. It's a black Ethiopian, so it's a black tomato, and I'm really excited because it's got tomatoes on it. Not all my tomato plants have got tomatoes on it. This is a squash. And I don't know if you can see, there's a little baby squash down there where my finger is. I hope that works. Okay, bring around here. There's some silver beet. There's a purple cabbage. That's a bit of a bastard. I'm not sure really what happened to that. And if we zoom in here, I don't know if you can see that. That's my first tomato that's actually got some colour on it. I'll wave it around a bit. I don't know if you saw that. But I'll edit this later. There's another sort of tomato. See the difference in the shapes? So I've got lots of different shapes and colours. All my plants are from heirloom seeds. This is a silver beet that I'm letting go to seed, so I can pick the seed off that and use it next season. This is kale, which is a really good vegetable. It's not the right season to be actually growing kale. It's more of a winter vegetable, but I just thought I'd give it a go in the summertime. This is mustard greens. It's got a really hot flavour. It's a good green. It's a brassica, like the kale and cabbage and there's some beetroot. If I can I won't show you that one. There's some, I got some radishes here, some turnips. This is a what do you call them? Rhubarb. Lady at GPAC gave me a rhubarb crown, and I planted that, and that's coming along well. These flowers I put in for to attract good bugs, because I don't use any pesticides on my plants. This is some herbs, one of the herbs. Don't ask me all their names because I get them mixed up. This is some, we call it, that stuff. See, now this is a lettuce I've let go to seed. You can see it's seeding up the top here. Parsley, that was, yeah. This is probably not going as well, okay, as I thought. If you come around here, this is a broccoli. It's a purple sprouting broccoli. Here's some more tomatoes, different kind again. Don't know if you can see those. They're sort of a roundish. I don't know what sort of tomatoes they're going to be. More potatoes down here. More tomatoes. Here we go, a different sort of tomato again. If you can see these, they're sort of a Roma type tomato. So you can see they're longish. Some more beetroot. Some more herbs down here. Another tomato. This one's not giving me any fruit. Another tomato in here. Looks like another Roma, maybe a cherry type tomato. Here's my zucchinis. I'm loving these. These are like a yellow zucchini. I don't know if you can see that. That's 3 or 4 centimeters, and I can pick that. Most of my garden's from seed, apart from a few odds and ends here and there that I bought as seedlings. Most of the herbs I got a seedling. Here's some corn I've got. Corn's a funny plant. These are the male, and these drop down and land on these to impregnate them, and that's what causes them to grow. So most plants have a female and a male part. Some more herbs. That's stuff you put on fish. It's another squash plant. Here is my capsicums. I bought these as seedlings. You can see that. I don't know if you can see in here. There's a small capsicum down there. There's a capsicum that I grew from seed. I hope that goes all right. And I don't know if you can see over there. That's an eggplant. More tomatoes over here. Another sort of tomato in here. I think they're a cherry. I'm not really sure. This one's actually doing quite well. Some of the tomatoes have got fruit, some are just not fruiting. Oh, here's some raspberries. Different varieties of raspberries. This is comfrey, which is really good chook food. You can put it on sprains and stuff. You're not meant to eat it. I'll leave it at that. You can sort of put on, you can make it into a cream. More comfrey, more raspberries. More raspberries. I can see in here there's another sort of tomato in there. Just where my hand is. Yeah. I had peas in here. Their season's finished. This is a chamomile that's almost dead, but I've got lots of flowers off this, and I make tea out of it. Now we're coming into the front bit. of my yard. There's another tomato down there. There's some flowers. I've got some acacias in here, which are good for nitrogen in the soil. When next winter comes around, I'll chop those down a lot and use that as mulch. This is, I believe, this is a silver beet that's gone absolutely berserk. I've got some strawberries down here. I don't know if you can see that. This is their second flush of fruit. I don't know whether strawberries are meant to do that. A lot of stuff I just learn off. Here's some peas. You can see those. Some snap peas up here. This, I believe, is a rock melon. I don't know if you can see the fruit in there. Let's put it in there. You can see that. I don't think that's going to work because it's got no male flowers on it. So we'll see how we go with that one. Coming to the front, I've got more seedlings outside. These are some more seedlings sitting out in the driveway. Over here I've got some, that's a blackberry. That's another type of blackberry. It's a thornless blackberry Waldo. Oh, this is actually a loganberry. And there's a rather sick looking blackberry down there. Not doing too well. Here I've got some mustard greens that have gone to seed. See these pods? You crack them open and you pick the seeds out of those little black seeds. This is a Thai mint that the guy that brings me compost, sells me compost, he bought me that, and I'll put that in a bag. I've got more tomatoes here. There we go. I'm not sure what sort they are, but they're fruiting. I've got some more. I think this is called Queen Anne's lace. I'm not sure. This is my pumpkin that I grew from seed, and it's pretty extensive, as you can probably see. This is a mandarin amongst the pumpkins. Another tomato amongst the pumpkins. Now I'll show you my biggest pumpkin. There he is. Look at that. Look at that baby. Don't ask me what the name of the pumpkin is because it came in an heirloom mix, so it was a surprise. Here's another mandarin. Dwarf Imperial. My other mandarin is a Phora Mercot. So here's some more purple sprouting broccoli plant. Tomato. More tomatoes. More tomatoes. This, I believe, is another rock melon. Some flowers. Some basil. More tomatoes. Tomatoes. Another rock melon down here. This is an eggplant. I only put these in yesterday, so they're a bit. I only replanted them in the soil. There's another acacia. This is for nitrogen for the soil. Another eggplant. Tomato. I'm quite pleased that this isn't totally dead. I repositioned this from one of my beds out the back, and these are cucumbers that I just put in. I've asked the people, this is up my driveway now, and I had to ask the people because this is common ground, and so I asked the people in the two front units whether it was alright to use that section. They were quite happy because there was nothing there, and if there's nothing there, why not grow food on it? I don't see. Oh, I didn't show you these. These are my kiwi. That's the male. You got to have a male and a female kiwi vines. I don't know whether they're going to work, but and I forgot to show you my passion fruit. I had another passion fruit, but it died. Shifted it a couple of times and yada yada yada. Here's one of my passion fruit vines. Not doing spectacularly well, but we'll see how we go. Okay, this bed's sort of bearish at the moment. I'm going to plant some greens, lettuce, cabbages along here, because it's a lot of that's in the shade a lot of the time. So I've had to look up on the internet what vegetables do well in partial shade. I put a lot of compost. I buy a lot of compost. This is my compost pile. Not high tech. I use a lot of organic fertilizers and stuff. Like I said, I put a lot of compost on. I buy my compost from a bloke who brings it over to me. He charges me nothing for delivery. I buy it for like 10 bags at a time. There's some of my compost bag. There's some of the mulch I use, the straw, and here's some of the stuff I use for, that's sea change, liquid kelp, liquid seaweed fish, liquid microbe food, there's potash, Epsom salts, I got some stuff, other stuff inside that I use. Now, the last part of my garden is my chooks. I have 9 chooks. I'm aiming on 12. I want them for manure. I want them to clean up this backyard, which will become part of my fruit growing. I've had to build this fence to block them off. It's not high tech, but it does the job. It's a bit of a jungle out here at the moment, and part of the reason I'm getting chooks is to clean up this part of my garden. These are my oldest girls. Say hello to the camera, girls. Don't be shy. Say hello. There's a Barnvelder, an Australorp, and a silver-laced Wyandotte. And these are my youngest. I don't know if you can see them. They're all free-ranging. The youngest ones are still under heat, but they're out the backyard in my chook shed. I'm not going to give you all the names of these guys, but and this is my chook shed home. It's not high tech, maybe slightly dangerous, but you know, kick along with it. These girls are still under heat, so they come in here at night, and there's all their food and stuff. I keep them all in the same little shed at the moment. I'm buying some more chook houses, and this is where they get to roam around during the day. And I hope they'll eat this all down, convert it into manure that I'll put on my garden. There's lots of healthy greens for them out here. And that is the tour of my garden. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's not too long. Thank you for watching.